Hello everyone, peace, love, and light. Candii the Unicorn here. Namaste. How's everyone feeling today? Are you feeling excited? Are you feeling good? No one's feeling bad. No one is. Even if you are, it's mind over matter. So don't say you're feeling bad. Just say you're feeling good. And you're going to start feeling a little better. And besides, you love yourself and you're capable of doing anything that you put your mind to. So just love on yourself and appreciate yourself for being here today and joining me in my space. I appreciate you and I give gratitude and namaste and peace, love, and light. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started here. We're going to warm up our bodies and just move around just a tad bit, just so we can feel the energy and just feel our bodies out. Okay, allow the blood to flow and just move around and allow your body to do what it wants to do. Don't have any restrictions on your body. If your body wants to flow and just move around, allow it just to flow and just to move around. Okay, let your fingers move, your wrists move your arms, your shoulders out, your hips, knees, ankles, toes, rotate everything, just move it all around, okay? Let's go ahead and just stand here in our mountain pose with our feet slightly apart. Our hands are outward as we take a few deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale as we inhale and exhale. Keep breathing as we allow our head to rotate to the left, rotates back to the left again. That was the left, right, forward, right, left, back, left, forward. Going into a circle if you haven't figured that out, since I obviously don't know my directions. As we're continuing to breathe, as we allow our head to rotate, we are not hunching our shoulders. We're making sure our toes, balls, and heels are grounded into the mat. As we continue to breathe and rotate our neck forward, our head, and our neck. Right, back, and left. As we come back to center, and left, back, right, forward. So we continue to breathe. Allow our breath just to flow naturally as we rotate our head, not too fast. Nice and slow. Back, right, forward. As we come back to center, we adjust ourselves a little bit, make sure we get more grounded. As we make sure our back is nice, aligned, and straight, our shoulders are squared as we are in our mountain pose. Inhale in, exhale out. Inhale in, exhale out. And our head goes back and forward as we continue to breathe. Back and forward. And we're taking deep breaths. And to the right and left. Right, left. As we inhale in, exhale out, forward fold, halfway. Inhale in, right there. Exhale up, forward fold, all the way down. As our head drops, so does our hands. Our fingertips are barely skimping our mat, which is okay. As we hang here, elongate our neck, take a couple breaths. Allow that blood to flow in an inversion. Inhale, half fold. Exhale down. Inhale, half fold. Stay here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As we inhale, we're slowly coming up. If our breath decides it wants to exhale, allow it to flow and exhale as we come up slowly, vertebrae at a time. Our head is the last thing comes up. Shoulders, neck, and head. As we stand here in tree pose, we take a few breaths here. Your eyes is closed, which is fine, because so are mine. If you're feeling a little lightheadedness, that's okay. Just be sure not to lock your knees at this point and continue to breathe slowly while adjusting yourself and continuing to breathe. That's just a little yogi bliss. This is why each time we come up, we want to be sure that the last thing that comes up is our head. This way the blood is slowly going through our body and then we're not getting a brain rush, a blood rush to our brain. As we inhale in, exhale out all the way to front heart center. So bring our feet together. Inhale in, exhale out as we slowly rise into our tree pose. We're either at our ankle, our calf, never our knee because we don't want to cause any strain, or we're at our thigh, we're feeling like a true yogi. And if you need assistance, such as myself, it's okay. Just checking in with our bodies, making sure we are nice and aligned. Our right leg is at an angle like a number 4. Our leg is not here, either behind us, because that can cause hip injuries. We want to be sure that we are nice and aligned. As we take a couple breaths here in tree pose, our palms is pressed slightly into each other to help us with our balance. Our elbows is nice and straight and parallel. And we take a few breaths here in our tree pose. As we find something fixed on the wall or in front of us to help us keep our balance. In the last breath, we slowly come down. Slowly. Still continuing to breathe. As we to the right, so to the left. So take an inhale in. Exhale, come around all the way into prayer position as we bring our left leg up to our right. We're either at our ankle and using our mats to balance ourselves. If we're not there yet, we are either at our calf or our thigh. Okay. And we're there, we're breathing. Notice my position when I am in my tree pose. I am nice and spread out. I am not leaning to the front. Nice and square. My body is nice and aligned. And I'm breathing. And slowly exhale. Okay. As we come back to our mats, we're going to inhale in. And we're going back. And we're coming down. Exhale. Bring our hands back to our center. Take a couple breaths here. At this point, we're going to come to the front of our mats. Okay. Come to the front of your mats. Get into frame. So at the front of your mat, face to you, and we're going to do some side salutations. As we are doing this, we are giving gratitude and thanks to the sun, as the sun does give us light and life. So we are thankful, sun. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your heat. Thank you for your solar and everything that you provide. As we salutate, inhale and exhale. Inhale in and exhale, half fold. Inhale in, exhale all the way down to our mats. As we step back with our right leg into a lunge. We are nice and squared. Our shoulders are nice and squared. If you happen to be here, which is fine, or if you need support, such as a mat, a block, then you can support your knee with the block, okay? But when you do that, try to bring the block back. Need any type of modifications. Bring the block back, stretch as far as you can, and then kneel. This way you're still getting your lunge in, but you're using your block to help to support you, okay? So, you're using your block, which is fine. Because yoga is not supposed to hurt, but it is supposed to challenge you. And you want to be sure that you're in the proper position, okay? And take advantage of your body wanting to do more, okay? So don't let your mind take over your body, okay? Don't let your body take over your mind. Because the body be trying to, the mind be trying to trick the body sometimes too. Okay? So you can do anything. Just put your mind to it. So, you're like, oh, I don't think I can. Yes, you can. Put your block back to a position where you're still in a lunge, okay? So, we are in our lunge position here. We're nice and square. Our knees is off the mat. And we're facing forward. And we'll take a few breaths here. As we push into our hands, we bring our left leg back. As we become into a plank, take a few breaths. We drop down into a chaturanga, come up, our knees drop, our toes, backside of our foot is faced down to our mats. As we push down into our mats and arch our backs back into cobra. Our ears are separated from our shoulders. As we get a stretch, look up to the skies where the unicorns dwell. Hey friends, this is where these friends here are from. You see this one here has her wings. And we breathe. From here, we're going to put our toes downwards to the mat and shift our weight up, back into our balls of our toes as we go down into a downward dog. We want to try to allow our heels to drop down into our mat as we push our arms and our torso up to the skies Our arms are separated from our ears. Be sure to bring your elbows out, which will allow your body in. You see, I'm stuck here. When I bring them out, it allows me to push back and get deeper into my downward dog. For my downward dog, I'm going to look forward as I bend my knees, and I'm going to leap into the palms of my hands in front of my mat as I slowly come up into a half fold. I inhale, exhale all the way down. Inhale up, half fold. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up, slowly, slowly, slowly. Head is the last thing that comes up. Hands are up as I reach to the sky. I'm going to bend back. Inhale up, and I'm coming down. Back to front heart center. So we will be doing variations of the sun salutation. However, I have showed you all the poses. You can follow my voice and you will be able to go with the flow of the things, okay? Also while monitoring exactly what I'm doing. So you're here breathing. As we inhale up, exhale back, inhale up, exhale down, inhale half fold, exhale down. As I leap back, I'm going to bring my right leg forward this time. I'll tell you, there's different variations that we're mixing up here. This is our flow. Okay. We're in our lunge. Our knee is in here. We're pushed up. If we need our block, we can set our block on our knees. As you notice, I'm aligned with my leg here. I'm not over. I'm nice and aligned into my lunge. I'm looking forward. As I put my hands on my mat, I'm stepping back into a plank. I'm taking a few breaths here. As I bend my elbows, I go down into my chaturanga, and I come up. What I'm doing this time, my knees touches the mat, my toes bend down towards my mat, the front side of my back. As I go down into a child pose, as I'm down into the child pose, I'm going deeper with each exhale. As I'm sitting back, my back is nice and arched. My chest is to my thighs. My forehead is to the mat. My neck is nice and relaxed and elongated. I'm not trying to raise my head or cause any tension on the back of my neck. It's nice and elongated, and so are my shoulders. Take a few breaths here. As I look forward, I'm going to crawl forward. As I set my fingertips, my head rises. My chin touches the mat, chest, and my thighs as my toes, backside goes down to my mat. And I push up. As I arch my back, pushing away. My head is pushing away from my shoulders. I'm arching my head and looking forward, looking up to the sky as I go into cobra. Take a couple breaths here. How's everyone feeling? Good. I'm placing my toes down into the mat. You know it. Pushing ourselves up as we go into our downward dog. My heels are down into my mat as I'm pushing my body away from my arms. My elbows and shoulders are going outwards. And I'm breathing here in downward dog. If you have any problems with your wrists, you can go onto your knuckles. Still try to hold your position in your downward dog. As I look forward, I step through with my left and I come into a lunge. For my lunge, I'm going to raise my arms into a warrior one. Warrior one. I come down and I slowly bring my right leg up to meet my left. I'm hanging down in the forward fold. I wrap my arms around the back. Head drops down low. And I breathe as if I'm trying to bring my forehead to my knees. Breathing. Inhale, half fold. Exhale right there. Okay. Inhale slowly. In the midst of inhaling and you exhale, that's fine. But we already know the last thing that rises is our head. As we come up, and give ourselves a little neck rotation there. Real quick while I have a sip of water. Continue to rotate your neck. Okay. We're going to do a few more sun salutations. Inhale in, or some flows, okay? Exhale out. Inhale in. Exhale all the way out, all the way down. As we come down to our mats, we're going to step back with the right this time. As we go into our lunge, raise forward. Inhale in. As we inhale in, our hands go down to our mat, and our left leg goes back to meet our right. As we go into the plank, chaturanga. As our knees drop, our toes go flat to our mat, backside, and we shift our body back as we go down into our child pose. While we're here in our child pose, our arms is extended out. Our chest is to our thighs. Our forehead is to the mat. And we're taking some breaths here. And from here, we're going to continue to breathe. Our forehead is on the mat. We're going to take our right arm and place it down by our side, by our right leg. And then we're going to take our left arm and place it next to our left leg. As we lay down here, and we relax our shoulders, this here is our child pose. And just take a few breaths here. And bring our right arm up in front of us, back to extended child pose. Our left arm up slowly while continuing to breathe. As we crawl our hands to the right and stretch as we go to extended child pose. And continue to stay there and breathe. And crawl our arms back to center. Stretch them out with breathing. This is working on our abdomen, our hips, our thighs, and our ankles. Child pose. We're gonna crawl our arms to the left as we can continue in our child pose, extended arms. So go to the left, stretching our shoulders. Continue to breathe. To center. Slowly look up. We'll continue to breathe. Gaze up to the top of our mats. As we rock our weight onto the ball of our knees. The bottom of our feet, top of our foot, go down to our mats. As we drop our hips down to our mats, our shoulders remain square. As we push off, arch our backs upwards and look towards the sky as we go into our cobra. Our shoulders is pushed away from our ears. Our hands are pressed into our mats, nice and grounded. As we push away, we continue to breathe. Here, we place our toes down to our mat. As we push up, our weight shifts back as we go into our downward dog. Our heels is nice and grounded down into our mats. Shoulders are squared. Elbows are out, not locked. don't want to lock up. I want to strain too hard. And from here, we're going to lift our leg up, right leg up, go down into our three-leg dog. Take some breaths here as we slowly bring our heel down to the mat. Slowly bring our right leg down to the mat as we slowly rise our left leg downward, three-leg dog. Take some breaths. You can do it. Remain strong. Push down into the mat. Keep breathing. Slowly bring our left leg down to our mat. As we rock, our knees touch the mat. Our toes go flat. We go back down into our child pose. Stretch our back from that downward dog. Arms. Our downward dog. Excuse me, from our child pose. Slowly look up. Come up to our toes. And shift back down to our downward dog. Look up. Bend our knees. And step through. Top of our mat. As we're here in our hunch position. I'm going to just take a breath here. Push down the palms of your hands and your toes down to your mat. We're in our forward fold and breathing. Come up to half fold. Exhale out. All the way down. Allow your body to hang here. Just relax and stretch. Inversion. Inhale up. Half fold. Exhale right here at the half fold. Inhale in all the way up slowly. Slowly. The last thing that comes up is your head. Slowly, slowly. As we bring our hands down to the front heart center. Namaste. Just checking in with everyone. How's everyone feeling? Everyone's feeling good? How's everyone feeling? Everyone's feeling good here? Okay. Yep. Just checking in. Your posture's just nice and good there. Here. From our heart center, just bring our hands down into our mountain pose. And take a few breaths here. Rotate our neck. While continuing to breathe. And then rotate your shoulders back. Still breathing, right? Rotate your shoulders back. And forward. Still breathing. And we're going to inhale in. And as we exhale, we're going to come back into our tree pose. This pose here is focusing on our balance and our eyesight. You're going to find something that's directly in front of you, which is eye level, and focus on just that and breathe. Remember, in your tree pose, there is modifications. This here is the proper tree pose, but if it does not work for you, that's fine because you will get there. You're never at your knee. You're either at your calf, which looks pretty cool, right? Still looks good. Or you're at your ankle, which may be just for beginners. That way you can use your toes to balance yourself off your mat. But be sure that your heels, balls, and toes is nice and grounded into your mat. As we continue to breathe. Slowly bring your leg down, nice and slow. Release your hands as we go back into our mountain pose. Get ready to ground your right leg as you're making sure that you're nice and grounded into your mat, nice and sunken in. We inhale up as our weight shift over to the right side. As we come into prayer position, check ourselves, making sure we're nice and aligned as we go into our tree pose. And we're breathing right here, exactly where the body is comfortable at. We're taking some breaths here, slow inhales and slow exhales. Inhale and exhale out slow. We're going to do one more on each side. This time our hands is going to remain up as we work on our balance. Inhale in, wherever you're at, and our hands nice and tall. And we're breathing. We all need a little assistance. There's nothing wrong with that. You found that focus point. You made that your focus point throughout the whole session as you're breathing. Checking ourselves, making sure our body is nice and aligned. Inhale and exhale slowly. Bring your right leg down. So just rotate our back and our hips as we get ready for our left. We inhale in and we're shifting our weight over to the right as we bring our left leg up wherever we're comfortable. Even if you need assistance, putting it at your calf, wherever you're comfortable. Once you're there, you're going to breathe. You continue to breathe. Deep inhales and deep exhales. As we focus and we breathe. Checking our bodies and our posture. Inhale and slowly exhale. Nice and slow. Okay. Let's go ahead and just show our body some love, TLC. And we're going to stretch our leg out. And wiggle it around, wiggle our ankle around. Bend our knees a little bit. Shake it all about. And the same with our right. No, rotate that. Excuse me, the same with our left. We're going to rotate that. Rotate our ankles, our toes. And shake it all about. Okay, shoulders. And just show our body some love and affection. Just giving it some gratitude and some thanks and appreciation for doing everything that it has done thus far. Just loving on our bodies. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just telling ourselves that we are loved. We are something. We are capable. We can do anything we put our minds to. We are peace. We are light. Yes. Okay. So we'll just take a few more inhales. And exhale. Exhale anything that does no longer serve us, does not have our full higher self in mind. Let it go. Inhale in. And exhale out. Push, push, push. Inhale in. And exhale out. Push. And like I said, at times you might see me bending down because I feel like I get more oxygen that way. And it's the flow. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. How's everyone feeling? Feeling like a warrior? Yes. So am I. Speaking of warriors, let's get to some warriors. Yes. In our warrior, we're going to go ahead and turn to our left with our left leg facing directly in front of our knees, thighs, and hips, nice and aligned. Our right leg is back into a lunge position, okay? As we dip, we inhale, okay? So inhale, exhale, reach, reach, reach. Coming back around. We're deep into our lunge. We inhale and exhale by reaching up. Inhale in and exhale up. I'm going to stay right here in our warrior one, being sure that our arms is aligned with our ears. We're in a nice lunge position, and we're going to inhale. This time we're going to exhale with the back bend. Yes. Inhale up. Exhale to warrior two. As we shift our bodies, this time our left leg is bent and our right leg is faced forward as we're in a lunge to the right, and we inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale up. Inhale up. Exhale back as we bend back into a back bend, warrior one. Inhale up. Exhale down as we come to warrior two. And hold that thought. We're going to have you just bring your legs in. Namaste. Just stay right here and breathe for 5 seconds in mountain pose. I'll get my charger. Okay, so I'm back and you're here in your true pose. You took a few breaths. Yes? Awesome. So we were here and going to our right with our warrior. I think we stopped here, right? So we come in. We're going to go again to our left. We rotate our body to the left. Our left leg is out directly in front of us, nice and aligned. Our foot isn't tilted inwards or outwards. It's directly in front of us to not cause any injury to our ankle, our hip, and our right leg is behind us. We're in a deep lunge position as we inhale up. We exhale up into our warrior one. Inhale up, reach high, and exhale back to our back bend, warrior one. And we inhale in, and we exhale, coming all the way down, center into our warrior two. As we shift our bodies, we bring our hands down, and we're going into our warrior one to the right. Inhale up, exhale back bend, inhale up, exhale down to a warrior two. As we come once more to our right, left side, deep into our lunge. As we inhale in to warrior one, we're going to exhale back, bend, warrior one. Inhale in up, exhale down, warrior two. We're going to inhale as we get ready to lean. Our feet goes forward, our weight goes forward to our left, and our right leg goes up. As we exhale into our warrior three, check ourselves, and we're gazing at our fixed spot. As we bring our leg down, we come back center in our mountain pose. To rotate our shoulders back and rotate them forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. As we inhale in, all the way in as we shift our bodies. And exhale up. As we come down to warrior two. Inhale, we shift our bodies back to our lunge position as we inhale up. We exhale down and shift our bodies to our right leg as our left leg comes forward and up. Our left leg is up and our weight is forward to our right leg. As we're nice and grounded into our mats, we inhale as we stare at our focal point and exhale. Each exhale, maybe our leg is going higher or we're getting deeper and deeper into our pose. And exhale slowly as we slowly come up and center back to our mountain pose. Take a few breaths here. We're going to turn to the front of our mats and inhale up. Exhale down, all the way forward, fold. All the way down. Dropping the head down, allowing the spine to curve. As our hands and our fingertips crawl to the front of our mat. Our feet shift backwards. Our heels touch the mat. As we go into our downward dog, as you notice, you're probably getting a little deeper, because this is probably the 4th or 5th downward dog we have done for this session. From our downward dog, we gaze to the front of our mat in between our palms, and our hip and our knees meet our mat. As we adjust our bodies, then we come into a tabletop position. Our toes, back side, front side is down to the mat. Our shoulders is not here. We're not resting here. Our palms is down into our mat as we push away from our shoulders. Our ears are from our shoulders, and our back is nice and squared. This shirt does no justice for me, but you get the gist. Try something. You're in tabletop and you're still breathing there. A few breaths here. Inhale. We're going to twist our hip to the right. As we exhale, we twist our hip to the right, to the left, and then to the right. And we're just going to keep twisting our hips. Slowly, no rush. Tabletop twist. As we come back to center, just readjust our knees. And join me in a few cat and cows, meows and some moves. Meow. Cat, when we arch our back for a cat, almost like a cat's getting ready to attack. So arch back for a cat. As we inhale, nice deep cat, pushing away from the mat. Our chin is touching our chest. We're manifesting it too one day. As we exhale out into our cow, our backs are nice and arched. As our navel is going downwards to our mat. Nice arch. You look up. Breathe into that cow. We arch our back up for a cat. Exhale out for a cow. Checking your body, checking your posture, making sure you're away from your shoulders. Your chin, your neck, and your head is not resting on your shoulders. Arch your back. Your navel's going deep down into the mat. As we do another cat, our back is nice and arched to the sky. Our chin is down, almost touching our chest. Inhale. Exhale out. Out. Inhale in. Cat. Exhale out. Out. Shift our way back. As we go back down into a child pose. As we're here in our child pose, we're going to do a little more extension for our arms. So our fingertips go all the way out. Our chin is down to the mat. Our chest is resting on our thighs. We're going to thread the needle or bring our left arm through to the right. Your head is okay to come off the mat as we stretch down. Still in our child pose. Our left hand is stretched out in between our right. Almost if we could bring our elbow down to our mat. Stretch. Breathe here. Breaths. Take one more breath there. Slowly bring your left arm through, back to an extended pose to meet the right. Take your right arm and slowly bring it through to the left. Your elbows on the mat. Allow your neck and your head to still be relaxed as you breathe here. And inhale. As you're exhaling, slowly bring your right hand from underneath and extend it back to meet with your left. From here, slowly bring your right arm back, palm faces up to the sky to meet with your right leg. Bring your left hand back, palm facing up to meet with your left leg. As our forehead is still down to our mats, our neck is nice and relaxed. Take both hands and put them in a prayer position behind your back. Both palms are meeting. Take a few breaths here. Slowly bring your right hand down to the side of you, palm towards the mat. Bring your left arm down to the side of you. You're going to slowly push up while gazing to the front of your mat, very slowly. You should push yourself up out of the child pose. You're going to crawl your hands forward onto your knees, down into tabletop. Going to place your left toe onto the mat as we bring our right leg out and give it some stretch and rotation from coming out of the child pose. Bring your right leg back to the mat. Put your right toe onto the mat and bring your left leg up while supporting your weight, shoulders in your palms, and rotate this leg. To your mat. So go back into our tabletop. Let's do a cat, a cow, cat, cow, cat, and cow. Stretching our back. I'm going to shift our weight back. Push up with our hands as we come into a seated position. We're going to cross our legs into a lotus pose. If you can't cross one over the other, then be sure just to crisscross applesauce. If you're feeling like a true yogi, then you can go into a lotus. We'll take a few breaths here in our lotus pose. In lotus pose, we're going to take a breath up and push up, sky. Exhale down. Turn. Place our palms back for mats. Sky. And we put up to the sky. Rest lotus. In. Exhale out. Exhale out. Locking my fingers this time. Extending my arms. Extending my arms by pushing my shoulders away from my neck and ears. My torso is nice and straight. As I extend my arms out, I continue to breathe. Keep breathing there. Hands back in front of you, and inhale up. Put your hands together and press up. Press forward, high up to the skies. Gaze up and press. Take a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale down. So we're going to come in front of us with our lotus forward bend. Inhale up. Up. Exhale. Bend, bend, bend. Begin to hear about our heads are dropping out. And we're just relaxing our body. Our spine is nice and curved. Inhale, slowly bring the hands forward. As we inhale up, palm our hands together once more. Stay right there and just breathe. We're still here. Breathing. Going to release your hands with the inhale. And exhale, release your hands. And we're just going to go ahead and stretch your arms a little more while we're in our lotus pose. We're going to just go ahead and inhale in. Exhale. Forward bend. We inhale. We exhale, we're going to take our right hand and thread it through to the left as we try our best to bring our shoulder down to our mat, okay? First breath there. We're stretching our fingertips with our left hand, stretching out to our mat, and using our right hand and stretching it to our left as we try to bring our shoulder closer and closer to the mat with each exhale. Deep inhales and deep exhales. As we slowly come up, bring our body up, on our head, our shoulders. We inhale up, exhale, forward fold. And this time, we take our left hand, bring that through as we stretch out, elongate our bodies. Our right hand is stretching out and our left hand is coming through. As we try to bring our shoulder closer and closer to the mat with each exhale. Doing good. With our inhale, we're going to slowly bring our left hand out of our right. Inhale as we stretch forward. Exhale. Inhale, come up slow. Let your head be the last thing that roll up. Our head is up. We're going to rotate our neck forward, backwards, around and around. Over our shoulders. Then go ahead and stretch out our legs. Rub on them and give them some love, some TLC for that lotus. As we rub on our legs and thank our body for doing everything it has done thus far, we're going to grab onto our ankle and bring our right leg into our left. Sit up nice and tall. As we inhale up, we're going to exhale, reach, and reach down to our left leg. You can reach to your thigh. That's great. If you can reach to your calf, how amazing. Once again, we don't want to hold on to our knees or cause any tension, any type of hyperextension to our knees. If we can come down to our ankle, how amazing. Or even the bottom of our foot. Feel like a true yogi. We're going to hang out here and just breathe where we're doing our head to our knee. If there's any area that's causing any tension, you can give it some slack. Otherwise, allow your body to go deeper and deeper, fall down lower and lower, where eventually you're manifesting your knee, head touching your knee, and your body is dropping with each exhale. As you take deep inhales in and deep exhale out. If you need any type of support on your knee, you can always incorporate a block for ergonomic purposes to support your knee if it doesn't make it all the way down to the mat. If you're feeling any tension in any areas, be sure to allow your breath to flow to that area, because that's the main thing with yoga. We're flowing and we're allowing our breath to flow to our bodies, because our breath heals us naturally just by breathing in. The oxygen neutralizes our cells, rejuvenates them, energizes. Inhale in, we're coming up, because this time we're going to reach high, high on that inhale and stretch deep, stretch low, 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 get lower, yes, yes. And at this time, you should be a little lower than where you were before as we engage in our head to knee pose. Grabbing your thigh, your calf, your toe, ankle, or under your foot as you pull yourself closer to your knee with each exhale. Take a few breaths here. Be sure that your toe is face forward, okay? You don't want to slide it to the side as it can cause injury to your ankles and your hips, believe it or not. So be sure that you're nice and aligned. As we inhale, we're slowly coming up. If you need to exhale during that come up, that's fine. Be sure to inhale as well. Keep breathing as our neck is the last thing that comes up. As to the left, so to the right. So our right leg goes out this time, and our left leg comes in. And with our left leg bent in there, nice and supported. We're sitting up nice and tall. Our sitting bones is all the way into our mat as our thigh and our calf and the heel of our foot is pressed into the mat. Our toe is nice and aligned up to the skies. Right? Then we inhale in and reach high, high, and exhale out. Either at your thigh, your calf, your ankle, or your toe. Hold it there and breathe. As each exhale, you find yourself getting lower and lower to your mat as you're imagining yourself and manifesting one day that your head will touch your knee. Yeah? And we're breathing at your own pace. But you're taking deep breaths, right? And you're exhaling. You're finding yourself getting closer and closer to your mat. You're relaxed. Your eyes should be closed and just relax. Trusting your body to flow and do what it's capable of doing. Get out of your mind and allow your body to flow. As we come up again, we're going to inhale up, all the way up. Inhale all the way up. And exhale down. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale down. Hold yourself where you're comfortable at. And on each exhale, you will find yourself getting closer and closer to your knee and coming closer and more grounded into your mat. Keep breathing. You're doing just fine. A few more breaths. I know you can do it. Keep breathing. Slowly come up. Breathing. Resting your body. Grace and gratitude and thanks. As you slowly come up, there's no rush. Please know that there's no rush. Especially in Hatha Yoga, there's no rush. Slowly come up and allow your head to be the last thing that comes up. As you check yourself and your posture, making sure you're nice and aligned. You're going to bring both legs together. And just breathe. Hugging yourself and just breathing. And as we inhale in, I'm going to exhale out, come all the way down. Take a few breaths here. Slowly come up. Elongate your body and your spine and your back. Your whole torso is nice and elongate as you deep into your sitting bones. I'm revenge is crazy. At this point, we're going to go into a quick seated king pigeon, just because we're stretching out our legs, okay? So, as you see, my legs was forward. So from here, I'm going to shift my weight back, okay? Just like this. Press my hands down into the mat as I come up and bring my right leg back, okay? Yes, if you can't get it straight, this is the correct king pigeon. Sometimes I'm still practicing, right? So I might not take it all the way there neither. However, you can use your mat, your block, to sit on your thigh to give you more of an ergonomics. You see that there? Feels a lot better. Okay? So my toe is down to my mat. I'm going to scoot up so I can actually get on my mat. Okay? My toe is down to my mat. My thighs on my mat. I'm in a seated position here. My palms are pressing down. My shoulders are away from my neck and my ears as I'm arching my back and pushing forward, just like a pigeon. And I'm breathing. And I slowly come down. As I come down, I allow my hands to go forward as I stretch out. And I'm breathing. And I rock myself forward. As I come back, I gotta go into a butterfly. Take a few breaths here. And then I get ready to shift over to my right, to my king pigeon. My right leg goes down. My left leg comes behind me. My toe is flat down onto the mat. As I use my palms, I press down into the mat, trying to use my sitting bones into the mat as well. Okay? As I stretch. And you're going with what's comfortable for you, okay? Not supposed to hurt. And me, I can't go on my palm. I'm going on my fingertips. I have wrist issues. As I push forward, my chest goes out and my head goes up to the skies as I breathe here. I'm breathing. I slowly release my hands as I come forward into a resting pose. From here, place my hands back into the mat, and as I rock back onto my buttocks, come back. So make sure my body's nice and aligned, elongated. As I breathe, you show some love to my body, my legs, my knees, my thighs, for doing everything that it was capable of, everything that it has done thus far. Well, thank you, body. As we turn to our mat and we get deep into our sitting bones, as we get deep into our sitting bones, we're going to hug around our thighs and elongate our body. We're just hug here, elongate. Stand up. Put your posture nice and neat. Just breathe. And as we breathe in, we're going to place our hands to the side. Make sure you're nice and seating in your sitting bones, okay? Your vertebrae is nice and tall. Your palms is down to the mat. And as your palms is down to the mat, you're going to slowly rise your legs up. Get deep into your sitting bones. So you have to adjust your buttocks to be sure that you're deep in there. And your feet slowly rise. As they rise, you put your palms, your hands around your legs, and you try to bring your legs straight out into a seated boat. But this is more of an assisted boat because we're assisting ourselves, which is fine because we are practicing. And just say we inhale and exhale. And with each exhale, you want to try to get your legs out straighter and straighter, okay? Just breathe there. Doing just fine. Keep breathing. Okay? And slowly bring your heels and foot down to the mat. And breathe. Okay? Now here, we're going to turn to our sides and down to our fetal position. Okay? And with the fetal position, it's almost like a resting position. We're going to rest here. From the fetus position, we're going to turn over to our Shavasana. Okay? The Shavasana is what's going to end our session flow for today. Shavasana, you turn onto your back. Your toes is up to the sky. Okay? Your calves, thighs is down, grounded into the mat. Your palms is up to the skies as well. So is your chest. Your head is facing forward. Your eyes is closed. You're in a meditated, rested pose. Okay? This is Shavasana. To get out of the Savasana, as I state with each video, you're going to turn to your side, push down, and then push your bodies up, okay? When you get out of your Shavasana, you do not want to rise directly up, as this will cause long-term injury and strain onto your back. We want to love our bodies as we're appreciative of them, and we want them to last forever. So if we're trying to do something to benefit our bodies, we don't want it to hurt our bodies, okay? So yoga is a benefit to the body, but we don't want it to get injured by doing it. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and lay down into our Shavasana after our fetal pose. And we're going to sit there and hang out for a minute into our fetus. Just lay here for a little bit and take a few breaths. And whenever you're ready, we wind down, collect our breath and collect our thoughts. You turn over to your back into Shavasana. And because we are here in a meditative state, we're going to take deep inhales, challenge ourselves to see how deep we can inhale and how deep we can exhale. So one of the main things of yoga is to breathe, allow your breath to flow, massage any area that has caused any tension. Allow your breath to rotate into that area and massage that area. Take deep breaths in and deep exhales out. Any thoughts that come into your mind that are negative and of dark and does not serve you any good to your higher self, process the thought. It's okay. However, do not dwell on the thought. Go ahead and let it flow into the universe. Imagine that thought in a little bubble or a crumbed up piece of paper and it's gone, okay? It's flowing into the universe. Allow the universe to do what it's best do, is to heal us, guide us, and lead us and to protect us. So allow her to do her job and allow that negative thought to go. It no longer serves you. Anything that is of good is of the light. Let's retain those thoughts. Let's work towards those goals. Let's start checking things off our checklist. Let's make things happen. If not you, then who? Continue to breathe, deep breathing inhales and deep exhales in and out. Keep breathing. There's nothing to trust in seeking happiness from outside. You will only become exhausted from suffering, which is without satisfaction and without end. Happiness comes from inside of you. If you want to know your past life, look into your present condition. If you want to know your future life, look at your present actions. I am the sky. Everything else is just the weather. I am worthy of love, and I choose to love myself. Today, I choose the beginner's mind and open myself to boundless possibilities. At this time, as we awake from our Shavasana, feel free to roll over to your side into the fetal position. As you take a few breaths there, whenever you're ready, you can begin to open your eyes, come into a seated position. How's everyone feeling? Amazing, right? Yoga is such an amazing thing, and just knowing that you can heal your body with just breath and flow. Ashe, God is good. Peace, love, and light. Thank you all for allowing me to join my presence with you and allowing me to practice with you today. Thank you for coming to practice with me today. You are my motivation, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Peace, love, and light. And remember, if not you, then who? Drink plenty of water. Try not to eat meat for one day. Give your body what exactly it deserves because of everything it has given to us, right? Give it some love, attention, stretch it out, work it out, breathe into it, allow it to heal itself in a natural way. I challenge you to do just that. With nothing but peace, love, light, and all the energy and light and soul within me. Recognize the energy and soul within you. This is why I say today and forevermore. Namaste. Peace, love, and light. Candii the Unicorn is out.